This year is entitled 5 Reasons to Smile When Life is Sour. We learned in the previous year the Torah's approach. This is a little bit more sophisticated than the simple pshat. The Gemara says, just like you thank Hashem for good, so too you thank Hashem for bad. So he says, the Bach explains the Torah that doesn't mean, yeah, you have a big smile. Wow, I'm so happy. It's a little bit more complex. So the Torah's approach, we explained in the previous one, that you have to do everything ba'ava, everything has to be done ba'ava. So right now, accepting the yisura that God's inflicting upon you, accept the ava. And whatever you do, that's your avoda now. So once it's your avoda, so if it's Hashem simcha, so it's a few steps. Mishabur gives another idea. He says, in Mishabur Reish Chav Bet, he comments there and says that anytime something bad goes on, that's a yisurin. And that's a kapara, an atonement, and better here than in the future world. In the future world, it can be a lot more drastic and eternal, as opposed to here. There's a punishment that you deserved, so to speak, cleans the slate here, and then that's it. It's a kapara for olam haba. So it's one reason to be upbeat about it. In the Shem Olam, the Chafetz Chaim writes, another idea is, let's say it wasn't anything specific that you did wrong. So let's say it's Yisurin, and where God's giving you a nisayon, a test to see how you're going to do. What's your connection to God going to be when things are sour? It's very nice. You're all upbeat when life is going well. The marriage is good. Parnas is good. You're learning. Everything's going well. And what about now that's not going so well? So what's your relationship with God? Is it a conditional one or is it unconditional love? Where even when things are tough and challenging, your connection to God is so deep and so genuine and so real that I'm connected to Him even now. And when things go wrong, quote wrong, you accept it, b'ava. And that's your connection to Hashem. And it's a test to see how you will be. Another idea is that when something goes wrong, that's to me where the real growth is. Where this challenge is growth. When we get out of our comfort zone, that's where we develop. That's where we grow. I always say, look at the stories of the Gedolim of the Stipler Gaon in Europe, in the army, in Russia, when he was in the army over there, and the challenges he had. Rav Moshe Feinstein and his challenges, when it wasn't a simple life, and they became the Gedolei Hador. I always say, did they become the Gedolei Hador despite the challenges or because of the challenges? And I definitely choose the latter, because that's what makes a person grow. So you're going through a tough time, Shalom Bais and Parnas and other challenging things right now. Smile, accept it, because you know this is where the growth is. Finally, we're learning this topic in Shul from Nassim Sachs from our Shul. A beautiful idea. Person goes ahead. He's right now in the car with his family, and someone cuts him off, hits the front of the car. No one's hurt. Everyone is fine. That's very frustrating. The second you get hit in the car, it's going to be 3,000-4,000 shekel like that. And you go ahead. You stay totally calm. You walk out. You talk to the person. You take each other's information down, and you're totally calm. And you're thanking Hashem for this opportunity. It's an unbelievable educational moment now. When can I ever teach my kids about being calm in the face of challenge? We can have shiurim day and night on the topic. There is nothing like a real live lesson. And they see me get out of the car. Everything is fine. No one is hurt. You talk to the other fellow. You're not getting all angry. You're firm. He did something horrible. He's going to pay for it. You're not going to be a friar and lose money for it and just let him off. You should get the money. But calm, ragua. That story could be a legendary family story for your kids and grandchildren. They'll always remember that. And what kind of memory is that going to be? What kind of inspiration is that going to be? So here we have 5 reasons, and there's so many more, to be able to accept Hashem's challenges with love, bi'ava, and even b'simcha. We have the Torah's approach that everything has to be ba'ava, and that's in your avod, and therefore it's b'simcha. Mishavrura, that it's going to be a kapara, so you're happy you get a kapara here. The Shem Olam, that says that it's a nisayon, and to see what your commitment to Hashem is, your connection to Hashem. Another approach is to see, this is where I'm going to grow. I'm going to grow from this challenge like no other case. I'm going to reach deeper into myself, understand myself better. And then finally, that this could be an unbelievable teaching opportunity. When the kids see what I'm going through and I'm calm, working it through, my connection to people, my connection to Hashem is totally stable. What a lesson. Mi'etz Hashem. Mi'etz Hashem. We have challenges. That's part of the fabric of life. Yisur, Nisyono, we have the right attitude, Mitzvah Hashem, we don't just survive these challenges, but we could grow, we could thrive from them, and Mitzvah Hashem upon an unbelievable lesson to future generations as well. Shalom.